Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to I'm Just Saying, the show that always keeps it 100. Yo, so I'm solo Dolo today. You know what I'm saying? I got to do it by myself today. Everybody else was busy, but I promised everybody that I would have an episode every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And damn it, I'm going to make sure you guys get the content. All right. So I appreciate everybody for listening. For real. And please, you can follow on Spotify. You can subscribe to our bonus content on Spotify for only $2.99 a month. All right. So every follow, every subscription, I don't care on whatever platform you're on, except for Apple. I can't get on Apple. I don't know if it's on my end, but I'm gonna keep trying. But it all matters. But I'm on every other platform too, by the way. I'm on Amazon Music, iHeart, Pandora, SoundCloud. But wherever you want to listen, man, you can hit that follow. Greatly appreciate it, guys. For real. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, to the podcast I'm Just Saying, for the video content also. You know, so like all of it, I really appreciate, man, because I'm just starting off. You know what I'm saying? We're just starting off. They're just not here. So it seems like it's just me by myself. But, you know, the guys could. I know they would be here. So it's no biggie. But I wanted to get this video out too before the NFL games start on Monday night. So let's get it going. So without further ado, let's get into week 3 of the NFL. All right. So let's talk about that straight ass whooping the Vikings gave the Texans. All right. That was a straight up butt whooping. All right. So CJ Stroud didn't look like CJ Stroud. I don't know what the scheme was in Minnesota, but they schemed the hell out of CJ Stroud. I'm talking about they threw all type of defensive looks at him. I think Brian Flores is their defensive coordinator, and hopefully he might be able to get a job because he's showing something. That defense actually looks good from Minnesota, and the teams they beat is not fluky. All right, they beat on my Giants. We've seen that coming. But, you know, they beat the Niners, and now they just beat the Texans, who everybody was talking about in the beginning or before the season started that they were going to be Super Bowl contenders. So that was not an easy win at all. And to make that offense, I know they still didn't have Joe Mixon on the Texans side, but they made them look pedestrian. They still have a lot of other weapons to where you're like, all right, I can still see Houston dropping like 34 on them. You know what I mean? And it was straight up. It was hands to booty spanking. It was what I told you about. It was like that, bro. It was bad. So CJ Stroud had, he went 20 for 31, 215 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Leading rusher was Cam Akers on the Texans with 9 carries and 21. That was pathetic. Shout out to Brian Flores for that one. And Stephon Diggs, 10 receptions for 94 yards. All right. That was a bright spot. But Sam Darnold had a field day. He threw for less. He went 17 for 28. All right. 181, 4 touchdowns. Like 4 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson with 6 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown. He was on lockdown in the second half, though. Justin Jefferson was. Like, he didn't really go off in the second half. It was all from the first half. Aaron Jones was having a field day and making Green Bay look silly for letting him go. Because he got 19 carries for 102 yards. The guy is going bananas. And I can't wait for them to play Green Bay. That's going to be a good game. For real. But I thought that game, everybody had their money on the Texans, bro. I thought the Texans had that all the way. If you were doing like a parlay for no wins and losses. Man, that'll hurt you. If you were in the confidence pool, that hurt you. I know it did, bro. It was brutal. So jumping to the next game that I think was a really good game. I would go Eagles Saints. It was a good game, but it was 0-3 till the end of the third. It was nuts. Saquon put the team on his back. 17 carries for 147 yards and 2 tutties. Dallas Goedert had a day. If he would have had a touchdown too, oh man, 10 receptions, 170 yards. The best showing of a tight end for the whole season. That's the best tight end numbers right now. And Jalen Hurts, he's got to stop with the turnovers. He's got to stop with the turnovers because the Saints could have went up big too, man. But shout out to the defense. Shout out to Jalen Carter from Georgia, man. He balled out. He showed up and showed out. He won up front. I watched the game. He was going nuts. He held that offense. It's a high-powered offense. They were high-powered for the last 2 weeks. So there were nothing to foo-foo at. And he shut that down. No big plays going to Raheem Shaheed. They did good. Chris Olave, though, on the Saints, he had a good day. 6 receptions for 86 yards in that tutty. Derek Carr, pedestrian on this one, especially for fantasy if you started him. 14 for 25, 142 yards, 1 tutty, and an interception. So it wasn't the best game they had. Yeah, no, they didn't even score to the fourth quarter. Saquon didn't score to the fourth quarter. Man, that's insane. But that was a big run from Saquon. As a Giants fan, it hurts. Yeah, but, you understand the business side of it. So after that, Bears Colts. I wanted to touch on that one. Pause. Man, Caleb Williams, he threw for 52. He threw 52 times, 52 times, Lo. God, you're not going to win like that, though. 52 times. He was 33 for 52. He should have 363 yards. He threw the ball 52 times. 2 tutties and 2 interceptions. He shouldn't throw the ball that much. No. And I know they got O-line problems, and I know the Colts were feasting on the O-line. But somebody got to help this man out. He can't throw 52 times as a rookie, bro. And if you really think everything's going to be all right, you just don't know football. And that's just the truth, bro. Or any sport. You just can't run one player and expect that one guy to do miraculous things time and time and time again. That's just not going to happen. I don't care what sport. I coach basketball, middle school basketball, and different sport, but same thing though. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride on that one guy all the time. It might help out every now and then. You can probably scheme up something, but you can't expect this guy to drive the lane. Let's say your guy was a point guard, and you can't expect him to drive the lane 52 times and expect this guy not to mess up, not be hurt, not be checked out, because it's too much pressure. And 52 times is just too much pressure. You got to help that guy out. Rome Odunze had a great game, though. 6 receptions for 112 yards and a tutty. he had a game. I like the fact when they both didn't want to, they were fighting for the game ball because he threw that tutty to him. It was Caleb Williams' first touchdown, and it was Roma Dune's first touchdown. So that was cool. That was probably the brightest spot of the game. And the Colts should have lost because the Colts were sloppy too. The hero was Jonathan Taylor. I think without Jonathan Taylor's legs, they would have lost. All right. And I still think Anthony Richardson can do good. It's the third week. I don't want to panic yet. I think he forces too much and he throws really, really hard. It's the same with Caleb Williams. He overthrows. It's like, and you're like, come on, man. Where's the touch? You know, and that's just like in basketball. If you want shooting a corner three and the ball just goes over the rim, it's like you got to get touch. Like, I know it's open. I know it's a good look, but you got to learn how to finesse it, how to flick that wrist or something. For quarterbacking, I can't talk. I was never a quarterback. When I did play football in high school, I damn sure wasn't a quarterback. I was a wide receiver, and a corner. So I only did it for 1 year because I ain't like getting hit when I was a slot receiver. So, but anyway, going off topic. Get some touch out there, man. Get like too many balls just sell and just it was ugly. They should have won, Chicago. They really should have. All right. Next game, I think they really should have won too. Chiefs Falcons last night. I think the Falcons should have really won that game, bro. They really should have won because, man, oh man, Patrick Mahomes, he's not playing like the old Patrick Mahomes that we're used to seeing. In my humble opinion, I watch a lot of football. I love football. You know what I'm saying? It's my number 2 next to basketball because I love basketball. This dude is not playing consistently he's not. It's not methodical like how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he said, he reads defenses well. You can't throw nothing at him that he's not used to seeing. That interception, he should have saw. And I think he's been a little bit careless. Like, you remember like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, Patrick was forcing stuff down the field and he was looking like, he's just trying to win the game instead of just winning the game. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing to say, but it's like you're trying too hard to win the game instead of just winning the game. I think that he's just forcing too much down the field and he's not like, I don't know. And I could be 100% wrong on this one, but they still won the game. I think they won on spite of the defense. I don't think it was Patrick Mahomes they won by. I think they really could have won this game, the Falcons. They really could have. Because they had, the Falcons did. They had a lackluster rush. I mean, Tyler Algier was the high with 7 carries and 32 yards. They took Bijan out the game. And Kirk Cousins, he's not a mobile guy. He's never been a mobile quarterback. So coming off the Achilles, he's almost like a statue. But he didn't do terrible, and they should have won. They really should have. But Carson still looked really good. And Rashee Rice is a stud, and I think he's going to have a big year. He's trying to get paid, too, and he's having a good one. Because he might not play next year. Get your stuff together, Rashee Rice. Drake London had a good game, too. And fantasy owners, that should put you at ease a little bit. Because Kirk Cousins goes to Drake London before he goes to Pitts. And Mooney. Anybody, Hiccup Mooney, because he loves some Mooney too. But yeah, I think that was a good game. Falcons definitely should have won that game. Definitely, I think they had a lot of chances. They just didn't capitalize on them. But shout out to the Chiefs. They're 3-0. And where is Travis Kelce? He's missing, bro. I mean, I can't find him. No, I don't know if he's just waiting to playoffs to play. He's just coasting. I don't know what's up, but I haven't seen this man in 3 weeks. So I don't know. Hopefully we see it next week because he needed his help, I think, in this game too. You know what I mean? I don't know if he checked out. Maybe he don't want to play. Maybe he's on the edge of retirement. I was telling my lady that when we were watching the game. I'm like, maybe he's almost done. Yeah, I mean, which I don't blame him. He's been in the league for a long time. So, yeah. Ravens, Cowboys. My last game I'm going to do real quick. Dallas could have won. Ravens got really, they let off the gas. They really could have came back and won that game. I think they went into like prevent mode on defense. I don't know. I don't like that. I always think you got to make them fight for every yard, bro. Like, instead of just like, you don't want to give up the touchdown. You can gain momentum from those little checkdowns. Just bow. And then now everybody gets a rhythm going. You know what I'm saying? That's just like in any sport. You know what I mean? If you back off on defense, you know what I'm saying? Like in basketball, you start doing a little bit more zones. You back off on guys. You don't press. You back off. And now these guys are just dribbling, bringing the ball down the court. They're able to set up their plays. And now they got a rhythm going. And that's how you can lose a game. It's the same thing, I believe, in football. It's like you take your foot off the gas, you're leaving the door open. And it's like, no. Until it's 1 minute left and the score is still the same, then we might ease off. But it's like, bro, you're going to have to work for every yard. We're going to make sure you understand this, that we're better than you, and we came out into your house and dominated. Like, that's how I think they should be playing. They got lucky to actually win this game. Lamar Jackson did his thing on the ground and in the air. Well, not a lot of yards in the air. 12, 15, 182 yards in a tutty. Derrick Henry. Oh, just give him the ball, bro. I like Justice Hill. He's a good running back, but he's no King Henry. Feed King Henry. You will get more W's if you feed King Henry. Period. That's it. End of discussion on that one. Dak did his thing. Fourth quarter, he almost brought him back. He threw 2 touchdowns. He went for yards, 379, 28 for 51. He had to throw because they were down big the whole time. They did all right. Jake Ferguson led receivers with 6 receptions and 95 yards. So they did their thing. You know, I think Dallas will probably get us on Thursday. Yeah, they always beat us, no matter what. I want my Giants to win. Lord, I do, just to shut them up. I want my Giants to win. But all likelihood, they're a good team. We can't sleep on them. And trust me, they'll get their mojo back on my Giants. It happens all the time. So they could come off a loss, see us. Micah Parsons is going to look like fucking LT. And here we go, which I think he's overrated, but that's a different story for a different day. I think he's good, but I don't think he's like compared to LT they were doing. And like, I just don't think he's that guy. I think TJ Watt's way better, in my opinion. No, I'm just saying. I don't think he's way better. I don't know. Neither here nor there. So tonight's games, who's going to win between the Bills and Jags? I'm going to go Bills, of course. They're at home against the Jags. Hopefully, I have Josh Allen in fantasy. Hopefully, Josh Allen will give me more than 10 points. So I'm hoping for a rushing touchdown, passing touchdown to Keon Coleman. And I think they win by at least 7+. All right. Bengals Commanders. I think the Bengals will win. I don't even think they will dominate this game. I think they'll win, but I think the Commanders will make it interesting. I think they probably win with the margin of between 3 to 6 points, probably somewhere around there. And I know I could feel it. I don't think T. Higgins gets in the end zone today. I think Jamar Chase gets in the end zone today. And maybe the young rookie, Chase Brown, might get in there. That'd be cool. But yeah, so I picked Bengals and I got Bills. Hopefully those will be good games. I'm ready to watch them. So, yeah, so I got a new segment I want to share with you guys. So, who was the winner of the Weekend Warrior? So, the Weekend Warrior was somebody who had the best game and the reason why they made their team win. So, the Weekend Warrior can't just be somebody who had a lot of yards, but they didn't really contribute when it mattered to win the game. All right. So here's the nominees for Weekend Warriors. All right. Sam Darnold, Saquon Barkley, Jawan Jennings, Andy Dalton. All right. But Andy Dalton went off. He went off. We can't poo-poo that. He went off. All right. But I'm tempted to put in Matthew Stafford, because I think Matthew Stafford against the 49ers, he dissected that defense. So Saquon jump-started it. I really believe he was the main reason why they won the game. But it's a tie between me and Matthew Stafford, because I really think like Matthew Stafford was calling touchdown after he checked it and made the adjustment for Kyren Williams to get in the end zone. Like, I think they don't win that game if Matthew Stafford wasn't the quarterback. For real. I think, like, his stats, it's not going to blow you away. 16 for 25, 221, and a touchdown. That's not going to be like, oh, what? Because Brock Purdy had 292 with 3 touchdowns. All right. So, but his was in a losing effort. Matthew Stafford, like, literally dissected that defense. Like, he really did. So, for me, if you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know too. I think Matthew Stafford definitely was the Weekend Warrior. I think he's the winner for that one because he dissected the hell out of that. Like, it looked like San Francisco's going to run away with it. And Matthew Stafford said, hell no, not on my watch, bruh. And he was pop, 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 pop. Yo, he looked good. Like, that was dope. It really was, man. It really was. Jawan Jennings, though, he went nuts. I had him on my fantasy. Dude almost got 50 points. So he had 11 receptions, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell was the leader for the Rams with 4 receptions and 93 yards. But see, like I said, it's nothing like, whoa. But, yo, Matthew Stafford dissected that defense. You guys go look at the highlights, man. He dissected. I think He's the reason why they went. And they beat a real good team in San Fran. Yeah, they got depleted, but so was the Rams. I think Matthew Stafford should get flowers for that. I think he's the warrior for that one. I think he's the winner. I think he's the weekend warrior. Shout out to you, bro. You represent it. All right, so I'm going to keep it short. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Tomorrow, hopefully, the guys will be here. But they had stuff they had to do. I understand. It's life. So, yeah, man. Again, if y'all guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys for listening, man. And please, please, please hit that like, hit that follow button. It really means a lot to me, man. Just to know if some people just hear my thoughts and can relate to it. If you disagree, it's totally fine too. I get it. Everybody's different. But I really enjoy doing this. I really think this is fun. Maybe this is the coaching side in me that likes to just talk sports and, try to tell people what I see in my eyes. Like, I'll probably do more solo ones when it comes to basketball because, I know basketball. I coach it. I love it. I think I'm good at it. Kids, I know. But I think I'm good at it. And, this is a cool platform to just discuss it and get stuff off my chest. I like it. It's cool. Hopefully you guys like listening to me ramble on and on and on. But, no. Again, check me out. I got a website up, www.imjustsaying.com. No, excuse me. imjustsayingsportspodcast.com. All right, there. I'm selling t-shirts. I got merch there. I'm coming out with the hoodies soon. But yeah, just check it out. Check out the website. I had a draft kit for fantasy. I'm thinking about doing one for NBA because I do fantasy basketball too. I'm a busy man, bro. So, yeah, any suggestions about that? Let me know. Hit me up. Comments on Spotify or comments on X. I stay on Twitter. I love Twitter. I have TikTok and everything else. It's still I'm Just Saying Sports Podcast. That's how you get in touch with me. I'm on all those other streaming platforms too, but my favorite platform, I said streaming platform, social platform. My favorite platform to use is X. I like Twitter X. It's my go-to. A lot of cool people. I know they say there's some a-holes on there. There's a-holes everywhere. But some of the people that I met on X, they some real ones. And I appreciate you guys for following me on there or taking the time out to listen to it, brother. I really, really appreciate it. This is no bull. So thanks again, guys, for everything, for real. To the next episode, yo. Peace out. Enjoy the games. Let's go, Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.